Hey everybody, this is Cliff with Hamilton Transportation. Welcome to the channel. Today I am in Constantia, New York. We are picking up an XCMG 210 excavator and taking it down to Reading, Pennsylvania to the XCMG, I don't know if it's a dealer or staging lot or whatever it is down there. Been there a couple times before. It's been a while since I was there, but that's what we were doing today. I'm not going to use my mic when I'm recording this because the weather, it's been raining for like the last hour. So, and my Media Mod is not waterproof. The GoPro is waterproof, Media Mod is not, and my mic is not. So I am going to just use the Media Mod, and if it starts raining I might have to throw you guys back in the truck. But I'm gonna go get checked in and we'll see what we're picking up here, and then we'll get loaded. All right. So that is our beast over there. So now I have to get dropped out. So usually I would get all my chains and stuff out, but it is very muddy here. So I think we'll just leave those in the well, and I'll have to crawl under the excavator a little bit, but that's okay. All right. So let's get broken down and then we'll go get that thing loaded up. Alright, so we got that thing loaded. As you can see, we're going to have to do a little cleaning on it. If you guys have never heard of an XCMG excavator, it's a Chinese brand. Honestly, I found that the quality is not great on these. I have never run an excavator, but I delivered a couple rollers and a grader, a motor grader, and they're just the rollers especially, they were a bigger roller with the cab and everything, but the electronics on it was just not good. They didn't want to start, and yeah, so maybe they've improved since then, but they're very basic, and yeah, just not great quality. So all right, I think I'm gonna get this thing cleaned off before I do anything else, get the trailer swept off, and then we'll hook back up, chain down, and get out of here. All right, we got her cleaned off. Good enough anyway. Now let's get hooked back up. Get her chained down. So in New York, we cannot pull our own permits. We have to have a permit service do it. So we use Westchester permit. Because of that, and New York takes a little while to get. It takes a couple hours usually. So we have already pulled the permit for this before we got here. That way we wouldn't have to sit here and wait. So I need to build air pressure up. And then I know where my gauges should be. So I'm gonna go ahead and build air pressure and then make sure that we have this thing loaded in the right spot, which I think we do, to get our weights right on our axle since we already pulled our permit. We'll be adjusting the position of the excavator if we need to change the weights around. So when I go by the pressure, that number is the pressure in my airbags and my drive axles. So we need to be around, I think 65, 66. Maybe a little bit less than that. Maybe 63, 64. I'll have to double check it with Jen. She has the spreadsheet there with all our gauge pressures and weights. Well, this thing's looking like it might be a little heavier than they said. Well, that's a lot heavier than I thought it would be on the drives anyway. Alright, so you can see there, we're looking at 68 PSI on the drives. Let's go check what the trailer is. I have a feeling it's going to be heavy too, because I put this thing further back. Now I did put the drive motors on this end. I should have had those back here. I may be able to move it back a little bit more. But yeah, it's heavier back here too. It's at like 66 back here. All right, I think we are good or real close to good. So we might be a little bit over on the trailer. I think we're good on the drives, but we're gonna call it good anyway and run the things. Let's get her chained down. Too bad yourself?
Another day of paradise.
Sure.
Fighting the 81 through Syracuse.
Yeah. How do you guys get out here?
That's the only way. I had to go to work.
Yeah.
Like to go out.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I just went through. I went to work this morning, and then I had to come back, and then I take 481 north to back on the 81. Yeah.
All right, we got this bad boy all chained down. So this thing has no tie down points in the middle. It has that one hole right there in the center, but I don't like going two chains to one point, so we just did to the track, front and back. So we did up here, crossing the tracks there. So we got her loaded up. I'm gonna go ahead and put my flags and banners on. It looks huge, doesn't it? I don't know. I'm gonna put flags and banners on, and then I gotta go over the permit route with Jen because they have me doing all kinds of funky stuff. And then we will be ready to hit the road. Alright guys, so welcome to Heavy Haul. We left up there in Constantia about 3 o'clock, a little after 3, and it's now almost 4:30. So it took us a little over an hour to get down around Syracuse. So probably a distance of, I don't know, 30 miles. Probably not even 30 miles if you go straight through Syracuse, but we had to detour all the way around and through little towns and everything. But we finally made it. So in that hour we were able to pull our permit for Pennsylvania for tomorrow, figure out our route, which they have us going 380, so 81 south to 380. Down to 80, and then we'll take 80 across to 33, 33 down to Allentown, and then we'll pick up 222 just west of Allentown, and we'll run that down to Reading. So that's the route Pennsylvania gave us. And we have a little detour around 33. Well, yeah, right where 80 and 33 meet. We have a detour there. We also figured out where I'm staying tonight. There's a little hotel just across the New York PA state line. So that's where I'm headed to, called Colonial Brick Inn and Suites. Anyway, that's where we're staying tonight, and I will talk to you guys then. So apparently the ramp to Hallstead, Pennsylvania is closed, which means I have to get off here and take 11 down to the hotel. A little bit off route, but it sure beats the other way. Other way, we'd have to go all the way down 81 to the next exit, loop around, and come back up. And I'm not doing that. Alright guys, we have made it here to the Colonial, what is it, Colonial Brick Inn and Suites. So in Hallstead, Pennsylvania. I'm about worn out. There's a lot of detours today, a lot of shifting and back road driving, which always wears me out. So I am done for the day. We'll start tomorrow. Let's see how far I have to go here. So it looks like I've got 150 miles to go in the morning, so about 3 hours probably. So if we get started at sunrise about 7:30, should be there before lunch, get this delivered and be done for the week. So I will see you guys in the morning when we hit the road again. Hey guys, it's next morning. We got about 15 minutes before we can get going till it's official sunrise. Weather's nicer today, so I'm going to put you outside and get some of this beautiful scenery heading down towards Allentown and through 222 and down to Reading. Yeah, so I'm at Hallstead, PA right now. We'll go south down 81 to just above Scranton. We'll hit 84 to 380 down to 80, and then we'll take 80 across to east across to 33, and then we'll take 33 down to 22, run that through Allentown, hit 222 just west of Allentown, and then we'll run 222 right down to Reading. So that is the plan. Now we just got to get it done. Got her unchained. Just waiting for it to come off now. All right, so we got that excavator off the trailer. Got everything swept up. Just put my broom away here. All right, so we got that one delivered. Got the trailer swept off. That thing was very muddy. The yard up there was just nothing but mud. Hopefully you guys got to see that route coming through. I had to stop because there were cars on both sides of the street and it just was not wide enough to get a car and me through. So I had to stop and let traffic go a couple times, but we made it here. Got our delivery done, so that's the last one for the week. From here, I am headed home. As always, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. I'm going to start posting my other channel, The Scenic Trucker. I'll put a link here. It's just scenery from either on top of the excavator or from the windshield looking out. Just nice scenery and nice peaceful relaxing music. So if you think you'd be into that, maybe put it on in the background while you're doing something else, go check that out. Until next time, I'm Cliff from Reading, Pennsylvania. I will see you guys out there on the road.